Hey guys, here. Welcome to Market Monday. We got quite a few topics to get through, but first, the news of the hour, team of the week, Marlon Humphrey. We're getting another good CB out there, 91 speed, which means he's going to have top-end speed. Not up there with Ward or Dion, who are kind of crazy right now. Ward is making an insane amount of plays, and not Dion made them too. But Ward seems to have like a force field of knock the ball down, even with no abilities on it. But that's enough about Marlon. 91 speed, very cromulent, very solid overall card. Agility is a little bit lower than I'd like to see though, so he won't be able to cut as quick as a lot of the other top end corners. So that's kind of his main weakness there. Otherwise, a solid man. Zone's a little low, but we'll see. He won't be too expensive, I don't think. We'll see what we get limited. I'm guessing like a Tyreek. I was hoping for a Minka card this weekend. Maybe he'll be the limited too. I don't know. But we got him limited, or team of the week Minka last week. Can't get too greedy with his Steelers, I guess. All right, so let's talk about first. I think let's do the content schedule first, because I feel like that has the most kind of relation to us here in the community. So this is Madden Mobile, so we're gonna skip this stuff. Oops, let's go back. Where'd I go? Exclusive Madden Mobile Field Pass. I don't play that game, so I don't know what that is. All right, get your fill with football with Harvest Ultimate Team. That's mid-November will be Harvest. Now that, I'm guessing, is going to come out on the 15th, so we'll talk about more of that next Monday. The general recommendation before, not necessarily the Harvest, which will go the 15th through the 28th, but the Blitz weekend, which will be the like 28th, like Thursday, Thanksgiving night at like, what is it, 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern, something like that, until like the 1st or the 2nd. Cyber Monday, the 2nd, usually has pretty good deals too. So that's kind of our first like big Blitz weekend. I expect we're going to do something similar this year, as it was crazy last year. It was fun. We got different packs, but again, that's weeks away. So really, this week I feel like it's going to be a little bit more stagnant looking at what we got coming. We've just got off series changes, a couple promos. So it's kind of like a down or slow week, so it's not a bad idea to do your investments this week. The Legend pieces are always solid. We missed investing on the weekend already because this is a Market Monday thing, but kind of go out there and snipe your pieces and it kind of like flip like that. So a little slower, not as many packs being open too, unless we get some crazy legends this weekend. As we all know, series, like I talked about in my series update video, post-series update, legend packs, the odds have increased on packs in Series 3 once again, so higher overalls being spit out. That's why we're seeing a market lowering, especially on cards. The reduxes are lowering, not necessarily just because of better pack odds, because those things still don't really come out of packs, but because of level 70 pack for 15 bucks. You guys saw me pull an absolute blank out of it, but series reduxes do seem to be going down as more people are hitting level 70. I don't know if people are specifically grinding for it. Obviously, legend, like the 90 overalls, the one that I pulled, Cameron Jordan, the worst, is that training value or just thereabout. I think he is actually training value at that 90 overall. But these higher cards, the 92s, 93s, 700k where they were over $1 million. Wilson still 600k, something right there. Willis 535. Bo Jackson, Mike Vick. So the cards that are still crazily statted very well for their positions. The Mosses, Donalds, so on and so forth are still very hard to pull even out of that pack. So let's go back to the content schedule before we get more into the market. With that, we're going to the NFL Legends hit the Madden Gridiron. Now, I learned about this today on Twitch chat. Basically, the NFL Network is going through and going to rank all 100 players like they do every year for like the current year players. They're going to do it for all-time NFL players. So I'm expecting this late November to kind of tie into that. Now, there's some speculation that maybe it's going to be similar to MUT 10, where they bring a few people in. Like, how crazy would we get something like Brett Favre or some of the greatest 100 players of all time? How great would that be to get them back into the game? Like, I didn't mind MUT 10 at all. Because they brought in so many new cards into the new legends, like Palomalu, like MUT 10's the best bringing of legends in my mind in the last 5 years in MUT. So bringing Palomalu, love it, right? You've got my undying love for that promo. So hopefully NFL 100's kind of like that again, or even better, they do something innovative to bring those same top tier type of legends into the game, but maybe not as like crazy expensive or crazy rare out of packs would be neat too. So hopefully get some sort of innovation rather than just limited time cards there for at least the NFL 100. All right, moving forward on the schedule, early December, Superstar KO, the fundamentals. I'm kind of more interested in Superstar KO, not just like new teams, but actually more in depth. So I'm not really hitting KO until it gets more depth added to it for building your team and stuff. Mid-December, temperatures drop in Ultimate Fit as zero chill approaches. So if we expect 15th through the 28th to be Thanksgiving promo. 29th, 30th, 1st, 2nd of December to be the Blitz promo. And then we're going to get probably the 13th, Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th of December will be the Ultimate Freeze, which is mid-December, and that'll go all the way through the 31st or 1st thereabout for the Christmas promo. We're in the real times now, boys. These are the crazy days of MUT that are just coming upon us. Once that Thanksgiving promo strikes, it's really on. It is prime MUT season. As the weather gets colder, it gets hotter in our community. So I, for one, am very excited over the next month, 2 months of the MUT calendar, as it's kind of like the hot time of year. So this is why we suffered through our October blues into November. Whew, I'm excited. And then the last one, the Sheriff comes to town, to Madden Town armed with Omaha. So they just updated in the patch today Peyton Manning's likenesses. They're bringing in new legends of Superstar KO. They're talking about RB Emmitt Smith, who we already know was in there because he was a pre-order bonus. We knew he was an Ultimate Team, but it is kind of cool. They say they updated the likeness for him and Manning. People say they like Manning's throw motions now better after this likeness and signature passing animation getting added. So Peyton Manning just maybe have gotten a slight boost, a little buff there. Might be worth retrying him out. Maybe I'll get him again, see his animations. But Omaha will be coming down the road. Where was it here? Yeah, Omaha. We'll see the new X Factor. But I mean, it's an X Factor. If it was an ability, I'd be more excited about it. Otherwise, the biggest patch today, like the patch today was okay. Wasn't anything major. The disconnect glitch is still not touched. But I didn't expect them to touch it after a day. But I mean, they should have fixed that day one. Disconnect glitch has been in the game since the whole freaking year. So the secondary positions for players. They specifically mentioned Aaron Donald, and I will drop these patch notes in the description. I'll also drop this list of players that can change positions in the description. Here's the Aaron Donald. So I'll show you how it's done in game by showing it on my Aaron Donald that I got. I'm sorry I haven't put together the shopping spree yet. I will be putting that together for a video. I'll try and get it out tomorrow, and I'll edit it tonight for you guys. But anyways, kind of ruining it by showing off the squad here, right? The finished squad for the shopping spree. But Aaron Donald, you go down here. It has to be powered up. They say it has to be past the core elite, and then you go right here, down in the chemistry and secondary positions, and you choose what position you want to put him at. Now, he's already a right end, so adding a secondary position right end seems like a little bit of an overkill. But the great thing about this is if you put this on, if you switch into defensive tackle and you equip it, the downside is his overall still goes down to 86 at defensive tackle. So they haven't really shown us a lot of their out-of-position bonuses or penalties for playing out of position yet. I really feel like they should be more transparent. But the cool thing about this is if you don't want that, you remove it. If you don't care about, if you move him back to right end, and then it's just like this. But guess what? It sucks that it costs 500, but you get 500 back, so there's no problem experimenting. I love this. I love this a ton, getting the 500 back by taking it off. So you waste nothing. Waste not, want not. So big ups to the team for adding that. That's a huge quality of life feature. That, I mean, ginormous. They've done a few quality of life features that have been really cool lately, that being one of them. So nice work to the MUT team for that. So next up on the docket, what did I want to get to? We talked about that, the schedule. Yeah, somebody did point this out. It was kind of strange. The Blitz wasn't listed here. I'm guessing it's just going to be part of the, oops. They're just calling it part of the Harvest promo, but they don't mention it, which is kind of weird because it is generally like the biggest event for like packs and market craziness. Do I suggest selling it off your team? I mean, Blitz always fucks up the market. Like, do I suggest selling off this week? No, it's gonna be a slow week. Next week, maybe. The Harvest isn't anything any crazy. I'd expect the Harvest to be pretty similar to last year. We'll go through that next week. Similar to Halloween. I really hope we don't get an alternate currency because guess what? Final review of the most feared alternate currency. It sucked. None of the rerolls were very good. None of the we weren't able to make that much profit outside of the 80 to 80 or the low gold rerolls like I talked about on Market Monday. It sucked. And so it felt bad, man. We also got the exchange sets for most fears, 77 plus most feared exchange sets. So I was like, I got a bunch of golds left over. Let's open some packs where we talked about reviewing the most feared. So 5 golds, 75 to 79s, and I got a 77 overall. they've just gotten really good at alt currencies. And we liked alt currencies in the past because we had certain glitches. 85 is a slight profit on that, or a pretty good profit on that set. So that's a nice one. So why bring them back, right? There's nothing fun going on with 88. That's 285. There's nothing fun going on with alt currencies. The rerolls aren't great. They're not profitable anymore. Like, what we need is like a downgrade set. We need a set to basically, hey, if you want to deconstruct, like deconstruct sets are great. If you have an 85, you can downgrade to 77s. That's a way that we can kind of find our ways into profits. Now, is it EA's style of mudding that everything we do in MUT costs coins? I feel like that is kind of their prime motive for MUT, to sink coins out of the economy for whenever we have fun in MUT, they make us pay. It's a lot like a casino that way. So it's unfortunate that there is no thing to do to like kind of like grind for coins in MUT. Like basically you have to play the game. There's nothing outside of just playing the game to grind coins. So it's sad to see, but that's still the way. Last year we had a lot more opportunity to grind for coins. So I'm hoping something similar this year happens. So far the luck's been okay out of these packs. But overall, my final review of Most Feared, and I got more after this pack opening. I got a lot more to talk about. My final review for Most Feared this year, I'm going to go ahead and grab it a 6. A 6 out of 10. I think the cards were nice. It was really cool to see a Le'Veon Bell. I'm being biased right there. But he was limited. But like, otherwise, the morph sucked, right? A lot of people complained. I completely avoided the morph this year. Didn't even care to engage with the morph. So I finished my house. The house rules, there was too many of those. But overall, like, there's some good cards that came out of it. There were some top-end cards. There were some fun cards. You know, there were some really great hitters, solid players out of it. The packs, the 77+ overall packs sucks. Damn, I'm getting boned here now. But I guess that's kind of what I expect. Like, these are probably the same odds that 77+ with training had. And, yeah, we didn't have any luck there either. So I'm going to stop pulling these things. Maybe I'll pull the rest tomorrow on stream. Yeah, because again, is my account stuck on Baron? Do they know I like the Steelers? Anyways, back to the position changes. Like I should have thought through this. A really good tip is kind of like players that have thin positions, like right tackle, moving guards to right tackle now. One that can play out of position. Where are you, Matthews? I lost you. Let me control F him. Yeah, so Bruce Matthews here. He's actually not a bad right tackle if you pick up, like, say, another left guard for him. Yeah, I don't mind Bruce Matthews moving out there. I wasn't able to see any type of guards that had, like, nasty streak that you can move to a tackle. Then you can sub him in at tight end. But not bad right there for Bruce Matthews at right tackle. I don't know if his awareness would still take a hit because his overall takes a hit. So does it matter? I don't know. I wish they'd tell us a little bit more about that. I think Balala was mentioning that a lot. So, unfortunately, with these exchange sets, as you saw, that was kind of a small sample size on the Most Feared exchange sets, but they're not very good. The exchange sets we did not get on Friday, but Kralo did mention the 91 and 92 exchange set will be coming next series. Next series with 92s will be kind of a little bit more outdated. We already get, like, I guess Thanksgiving Masters, they're going to be like 94 overall, limiteds if we get that. So, overalls keep going up through the year. So, yeah, expect 94 for that. And then the 92 set won't be as exciting. We'll see if these MUT 10 cards stay or the Reduxes stay hot or high for a long time. But, yeah, I don't expect anything crazy there. Sad that they debated us for that. We also didn't get new power-ups. I'd expect power-ups sometime. Maybe this week's a week for power-ups. Maybe this is the time they're dedicating themselves. Maybe we'll get them on Friday or something and they'll surprise us. The players like I talked about before being hot for power-ups. Like, again, this is just me guessing. I don't know what the fuck's coming out with power-ups. Lamar Jackson, Ingram would be great power-ups. Basically, high-end physical players with high-end physical stats are the ones you want for power-ups. Or their cards that people are going to have to use to get into the power-ups. Yeah, also, don't forget about your level packs, especially the level pack Tyreek. I forgot about them, and I haven't really pulled them. My 60s, because I zoomed through 60s, because I'm a zoomer. A.K.A. Boomer. But even your coin packs, your Tyreek one, what is that? I forgot what pack that was in to get him. Did I pass it already? 60. Yeah. No, I think I already bought it. That's why it's gone. But don't forget about those level packs to grab them, sell on the market. Or just hold your Tyreeks. The problem is, if we get a Tyreek limited tomorrow, he won't go into the power-up pass, so it's kind of wasted. So people that invest in it might get devastated. If Tyreek gets a limited, it might not be a bad time to buy Tyreek power-ups and hold it for 4 weeks, 3 weeks for the Blitz for him to get a new card. He just complained on Twitter about that not being the fastest card in MUT. So generally they listen to players and their upgrades. EA is very aware of that kind of marketing tool for them. So that's kind of the Market Monday. Talking about, like, there aren't that many great coin making tips outside of snipes right now because there's no new things into the game. There's some old sets and old exchanges, stuff that we've talked about in the past. We talked a little bit earlier about sniping opportunities, but that's kind of it. You're gonna have to snipe this week, invest a little bit, and that's kind of the deal. We'll wait until the next promo. The Thanksgiving should offer another great chance at both sniping and some sort of flip for or sets for profit. But that's it. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.